Hey, Viking fans, it's Skull World after midnight. Yes, I got about 5 minutes left in the game, and I'm going to talk about the winners next in three, two. Gather around, Skull brothers and sisters. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. Now, make sure you hit like. If you're watching this, thank you for staying up so late. But I want to go over the winners, but make sure you hit like. Give me the 50 likes. Push this video. I'm going to do a live broadcast later in the day after I get off work, and I'll be with Johnny Football, and we're going to talk about the game. But I want to give you my initial impressions, what I have seen. So make sure you hit like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Tell me who you thought stood out. Give me your losers. I like to look at the positives. Um, to If I'm going to say losers, I'm going to say the entire third team been completely just letting the ball go down the field and no problem. Defense can't solve their running quarterback. The offense can't move the ball. Um, Jaron Hall's running for his life. All this stuff. It's that the losers is the whole second half basically with the third team. Most of our first team players didn't play today, so I was pretty impressed with our second team. But I brought up some key players that I saw. We add them. Ty Chandler has earned reps for the season. He is our RB2, no doubt. Unfortunately, Kenny Nwangu is not playing right now, so it allowed Ty Chandler to look that good in the passing and running game. He had a couple of pretty big runs, and he seemed like he was always falling forward, which brought me to McBride, who did not look. He looked like a guy that played in against weak competition in college, but he's only 21 right now. And Smith, the other running back, looked better than him while he was out there. That's a good thing. So that's pretty cool. Here's Seattle making a awesome special teams play. Oh, they're calling it touchback. Yeah, there's like 2 minutes to go in the game. I don't even want to watch anymore. If it wasn't for Jaron Hall still being out there, I probably wouldn't. But Ty Chandler definitely is our RB2. Could be our starter if I wouldn't mind. He's always impressed me. He was my second best value pick in the year he was drafted outside of Jalen Naylor. He was number two in my choice for best steal of the draft for the Vikings. So I could drone on about Ty Chandler. It just impressed me the whole time he was out there. Ivan Pace Jr. He looks comfortable and was wearing the green dot. They gave him the green dot. That means he's the guy with the headset. So that's impressive. He looked comfortable out there. He attacked when he needed to. He made some I think some of his pressures were him just knowing the defense and coming in late because he didn't have anybody to cover. At one point he was leading the team in tackles. So I was really impressed with Ivan Pace Jr. He may start for our team this year. He was that comfortable. There was only one play where he got sucked up on a play action, and the player ran in behind him in front of Lewis Cine and made the play. That's going to happen. That's a play in the NFL. He was late dropping back, made it an easy play. Lewis Cine made the tackle. Lewis Cine, I don't have him down as a highlight, but he was pretty solid, and he made some hits. He covered some ground. He's an NFL player. I like him. He's come up. He plays with reckless abandon. He sacrifices his body. All our safeties cover ground. I'm impressed with most of our safeties. Let's talk about Ed Ingram. There was times where I was like, God, he actually stood the guy up, and then second place stood the guy up. Great job, and then totally ignores the guy or runs right by him, or slips and goes down to his knees while the guy, just makes him look like a fool. Ed Ingram was inconsistent at best. But do I have him down? Let me skip over to this guy. Blake Brandel played guard left guard like an NFL starter to me. I thought he played really good for what I saw of him. Maybe I'm mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you saw that he was not capable, let me know. But Blake Brandel moving from tackle to guard is one of those brilliant decisions by this Vikings coaching staff. And we may have a right guard problem solved or left guard problem solved, depending on who you want, who ends up losing this job. But since Ingram was playing and Cleveland was not, Blake Brandel playing switching over to play right guard may be a thing. That may be a thing. We'll see. Jordan Addison had a catch taken away. Kind of looked like a catch. I'm not sure for positive, but it looked like he got that left toe down. I'm not sure. Um, and but if Mullins caught him in stride on another pass, he had another big play. Addison looked good. He looks like the real deal. He could be our I think he's capable of being a wide receiver two in this league. Just throughout those two plays alone, I'm impressed. I feel very comfortable Jordan Addison going into the season. Nick Muse got targeted a lot. Nick Muse TD was impressive. He jumped up and got that ball. Mullins just threw him up, trusted him. He got it, and they threw his way a lot in this game. So Nick Muse may have taken a step forward and made a case to be part of this team. Munt looked okay. Munt looked like Munt, but Muse made a little more of a splash play because of the touchdown. Now here's a thought. Okay, Jalen Reagor looked pretty good. So did Brandon Powell. Reagor got a lot more, I think, targets. Uh, and then we had a muffed punt, and Rager's our punt returner. So we may be like, oh God, we need a punt returner. We might have to lean on Jalen Reagor. But that being said, we may not carry 5 running backs. We may carry 6 receivers instead, considering McBride did not look good today. And then we'll go with 4 running backs with our, including the fullback. And that would leave maybe room to go with 6 receivers and Powell and Reagor both making the team. So we'll see there. Another big winner I put in the thumbnail were Luigi Villain. He can play. I like him. He's bigger than I thought he was. He's definitely aggressive. He's faster than I thought he was. He looks like a guy that took a big stride in year 2, and I see why they got him, and I see why they kept him around. And he got some playing time last year, and now I feel like he's playing a more natural in a more natural defense for him. So I am really impressed and happy that we got depth at that position. Luigi Villain, I'm comfortable with him. I can see him making plays for us, giving some guys some rest and playing at a high level. Big winner today. Big winner today. Andrew Jr. I thought he played pretty solid up until he got totally, ran by on a touchdown. Just didn't look good on that play. But honestly, up until that point, he kind of looked good. He didn't do anything wrong. There was a run play where he stood up his blocker and peeled off and tripped the guy up, and the other guys got the tackle, but he tripped him up. There was some, and then they didn't throw his way a lot of the game. So there's something to be said for that. I'm not giving up on Andrew Jr. at all. This is his first time playing an extended amount of time. So I'm not too worried. I think he'll recover that. I don't think he wins the starting job. I called for Blackman to win it. Blackman did get a penalty in this game, but other than that, he looked pretty good. He looked solid. Not a winner today, but you can't really expect him to be Jaron Hall. But there was a pass to Jaron Hall, who in college I think his superpower is back shoulder throws. And N'Keal Harry, his superpower is jump balls. So that was impressive. Throw for a first down. Jaron Hall was running for his life. His offensive line did not help him. But yeah, so there was a third down play where a guy was breaking open deep. He had room to he could have thrown it to him, but I don't think he could see him. and he decided to peel out and run. There's a lot to be said that we got Kirk Cousins at quarterback. A running quarterback, a mobile quarterback is not the answer for everything. He did not look experienced. I mean, he's doing all right here. He just got the ball knocked down with a minute 56 left. Uh, Jaron Hall, I like his athletic ability. He's definitely worth keeping and figuring things out. Give him a chance with some better offensive linemen out there. Um, I don't think it was the receivers' problems. And do that. If anything, it was just the offensive line or his inexperience. A couple times the protection wasn't so bad, and he didn't deliver. He didn't get rid of it. But then there was smart moves. He didn't turn the ball over, kind of thing, and that he made some smart decisions and not forcing the ball. He's a smart player. He'll figure it out. Uh, and then he almost throws a pick six right when I'm saying that with a minute 52 left. Almost was a pick six. The guy could have walked in. So, hey, scratch all that. I said he's not having a good day. The big winner, I think, was initially the seeing the defense and kind of what the just m- the opposite of what it was like last year. This was attacking defense, a downhill defense. Guys were playing fast. They were covering ground, they were hitting. This defense looked different, and up until all the way up until the second half, except maybe on one drive, they looked really solid. Now, the offense, it started out slow, but looked like it could move the ball with the backups, and I was impressed with Addison and Ty Chandler. I think they solidified. I wasn't worried about Addison and Ty Chandler. I thought he was going to be good, but he solidified his job. So the big winners I had on the thumbnail was Ty Chandler, Addison, and Ivan Pace Jr. I just really like them. I could have thrown in Luigi Villain there. I like Blake Brandel playing guard. There's guys I'm sure I missed, and hopefully I'll get to watch the replay and look a little bit deeper. But hey, that's it. That was my thoughts. Make sure you watch today at 4 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern. Let's go. Let's go. Make sure you click like, subscribe, and comment below. Tell me what you thought about the game. Thank you for listening. Let's make it a good year. Skull Vikings. I liked what I saw the first half with the players that mattered. Skull Vikings. Let's go.